Good morning. Welcome to week 2, episode 2 of the Huddle. I am Avery Schmidt, and this man needs no introduction. Doug Duncan, what's up?
Hey man, doing well. How are you?
Oh, great. Today, we've got a great show for you. 20 minutes of nonstop exhilarating action. And I believe we have a little change in the intro, Doug.
Oh yeah, we got a couple birthday shout outs in the in the sports world. We'll start with October 13th, Jerry Rice. It's his
Jerry Rice,
55th birthday today.
55. Man, that dude doesn't look a day over 30.
Yeah, right. Probably one of the best wide receivers ever. I don't know where he stands.
I'd probably put him in my number one spot.
Yeah. I figured most people would.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah.
Former Raider.
Yeah, because that's what he's known for.
Oh yeah.
And then another birthday shout out, Paul Pierce, the truth.
One of the best, man. One of the best of our generations, and one of my favorite players growing up as well.
Yeah, he was definitely in his prime when we were in middle school watching basketball.
Him and KG and Ray. Oh man.
And then Rondo later on.
Team was cold with Kendrick Perkins enforcing in the middle as well.
Yep. Hey, give me your favorite Paul Pierce moment.
My favorite So there's a lot of really good Paul Pierce moments, but my favorite has to be at a Blazers-Celtics game, circa 2003, 2004, I want to say. And it's one of the first Blazer games I went to. And Paul Pierce, it was late third quarter, if my memory is serving me right. It was late third quarter, and Paul Pierce did not agree with the call whatsoever. And he proceeds to walk to the other side of the floor where the referee is at the scorer's table calling the foul. And he's chirping at him, giving him some crap, and he takes off his headband, throws it on the ground, and gets teed up for it. And that was one of the most electric moments I've ever experienced, to be honest with you.
Oh man, classic.
It was hilarious. All right, right back at you. Favorite Paul Pierce moment.
So
memory.
Yours was when he was in the Celtics, which obviously that was his team.
Yeah.
But later in his career, it had to be 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2013, 14, somewhere around there.
On the when he was in the Washington Wizards, he had a game winner. If you can remind me, was that in the playoffs or was that regular season?
I believe it was in the playoffs.
I think it was in the playoffs. Yeah. And
yeah, definitely.
I honestly couldn't tell you what team it was against, but
maybe the Hawks.
Maybe the Hawks. Yeah, that sounds right, but who knows? Basically, he had a game winner, banked it in. The reporter asked when he, in the post game interview, said, "Did you call bank?" And he's like, "I called game."
I called game.
That's so awesome.
Man, what a great moment, right?
Yeah, no, and you love watching Paul Pierce growing up. He was one of the best. So
it was Atlanta. Yes, it was Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, was it really? You looked it up?
Yep. It was the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, good.
How about that?
Good memory.
Yes, he was one of the best to do it. One of the best guys on the floor. And although his Celtics teams had a little bit of a falling out, those Celtics teams in the late thousands that was some of the best basketball you'll ever watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, let us get right into it. We had a lot of injuries this week.
Yes, we did.
And I feel very bad because this is one of my favorite players and he's done for the year, but Odell Beckham Jr. is done, man.
Yeah, that the Giants team goes from terrible to what's worse than terrible. They're worse than terrible. That's what they are.
Hopeless.
Hopeless. Yeah, because
hopefully Sam Darnold.
Right.
Or somebody at the get a running back or something.
Yeah, and what's funny is like it's not funny, but Odell gets injured and he fractures his ankle. He's out for the season. But not only that, 3 other Giants wide receivers got injured that game. Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, and then there was another one, but I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
They all got.
Who knows?
They all got injured.
Yeah. I firmly believe that the Giants should exercise Terrell Owens and Chad Johnson's wants to come and play for the Giants. I think that would be hilarious.
Oh man, yeah. How about that?
And they're the laughing stock of the league right now. So why not make yourself even more the laughing stock? Right?
They lost to my Chargers. Like, bro, that's terrible.
That's saying something. And it was a close game.
It was a close game. Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
It was really close, which is unfortunate.
Boy.
But another injury, Dalvin Cook for Minnesota.
Oh man, that he could have given Kareem Hunt a run for his money for Rookie of the Year this year.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I think Kareem Hunt obviously is going to get it, but yeah, it's a big blow to the team, especially they don't really have a great backup. I know.
No, come on, dude.
I know you're going to say Latavius Murray, but he's not.
He just needs the touches, man.
He
needs the touches.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's mediocre.
No, but I mean the Vikings, they're not great anyway, but
no. Well, I mean with Case Keenum, they might actually compete with Aaron Rodgers in the pack for that top spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. I think they're a
solid team. They're a solid defense. Yeah. Their injuries on offense have just been ridiculous.
Oh, right.
So
it's been brutal. And Stephon Diggs is questionable, I think last I saw.
Yeah, he's questionable.
Man.
But yeah.
Hey, that's just more receptions for Thielen though.
Yeah, no, I can't. You're lucky with your fantasy team. I have in one of my leagues I have Odell and Dalvin Cook. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm can basically guarantee no playoff spot for me.
Yeah, that's a fat L for you there, buddy. Another huge deal is Ezekiel Elliott and his suspension.
Yeah, he got.
I mean that's a massive deal. Like
he got reinstated for his.
He was at 6 games, then he was none, and now he's back up to 6.
And it starts this week.
And it's going to go through week.
Well,
what?
Granted,
that's going to be week 13.
Bye week, so they're really only going to miss him for 5. Wait, that's a good thing to look into.
It's 6 games.
It's 6 games.
It's 6 games.
Yeah, so the bye week doesn't matter. It's 6 games.
No.
So yeah, run DMC, Darren McFadden.
Here we go. Another former Raider.
Yeah, they might give it to Alfred Morris, but it's probably.
We've talked about 3 former Raiders in about 10 minutes so far.
Yeah, so that's gonna hurt the Cowboys.
Absolutely, I just Roger Goodell, man, or the whole NFL committee or whoever makes those decisions.
It's the disciplinary system.
I think it needs some changes. I don't know what the next steps are by any means.
Right.
But with him and Brady, it's just it's been ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing is players get suspended and they can appeal it, and they most always win because there's no grounding for the NFL, and the NFL actually has their own investigations.
Yeah.
And it's all messed up. Roger Goodell shouldn't be involved with that in any way, but he is. So it's unfortunate.
Well, yeah, he's brought the league a lot of money, so I can understand why he wants to be involved.
Right.
But with Brady, it just kind of I was okay with him being reinstated, but with Zeke, this is a domestic abuse case.
Right.
There should be zero tolerance for that in the real world, in the NFL, in college, in high school, whatever it is. There should be zero tolerance for that whatsoever.
No, totally.
And now this is what, his second time being around this stuff?
I think it's second, yeah.
And
doesn't really matter though. It doesn't.
No, I guess not. Not if you're the best running back in the NFL or damn near number 1.
Right.
I mean, come on, dude. He needs to serve his time, and if he gets it again, it's a season, and if he gets it again, he should be completely banned from the NFL.
Right. Totally. And then we got one more football.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson to the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? Actually, our horn just went off. So
our horn. Oh boy.
No more thoughts on AP. Maybe next week.
The old get older.
There you go. They cut Chris Johnson, so AP's the guy.
AP's the guy. Him and Andre Ellington, huh?
Yeah, seriously. Okay. Pac-12 football.
Dude, Washington is back.
Washington's back. Washington State is nice.
Yeah. Who are you taking right now? UW or WSU if the Apple Cup was this Saturday?
Oh my word, that's really hard.
And we're talking at a neutral site too. You got to meet halfway between Pullman and Seattle, about Yakima or Ellensburg.
Right,
who are you taking?
Right now, UW. I think when the Apple Cup happens, WSU.
Interesting take. I'm gonna go with the hot team right now, the team that's been playing the good teams, and the team with the hotter quarterback as well. So I'm gonna say WSU right now, and it kind of hurts me to say this, as I don't like the Cougars whatsoever, but Mike Leach has done one hell of a job over there in Pullman to get guys to go there and to have Luke Falk stay healthy this year. Knock on wood that he does as well.
Yeah, no, totally.
Because if he goes down, there's no they're gonna lose the rest of their games.
No,
probably,
yeah,
or half of them. But right now, when as UW is sitting at number 5 and WSU is sitting at number 8 or 9,
they're at 8.
I'm taking the Cougars right now.
Hey, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I was at the WSU U of O football game, and it was actually a pretty decent game at halftime. WSU was only up 3. It was 13-10. Oregon's defense played really well, surprisingly. I mean, they're good, but they're not that special.
No, they're very mediocre.
But I was like, man, Luke Falk wasn't impressing me that much. And then the second half comes around and they make some changes, and the dude looks fantastic,
like a legit NFL prospect.
Yeah, he looks legit. He looks like he belongs in the first round of the draft. So, hey, if you're a WSU fan,
some bold words right there.
If you're a WSU fan, you got to be excited about the season.
Absolutely. Oh, totally. You got this. This is your season right here.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time they've been in the top 10?
Oh gosh, like 2000.
They were decent.
Maybe.
They were decent last year, right?
Yeah, like they flirted with the top 25.
Right.
But Falk gets injured, or they lose some games, or something happens where it's like, okay, what's going on over there in Pullman, right?
Right. No. Yeah.
So, we talk about Luke Falk a little bit. Who are you going to take, Luke Falk or Sam Darnold?
I'll kind of go off what my hypothesis was for UW and WSU. At the beginning of the season, I would have taken Sam Darnold. Yeah, hands down. But now, I mean, you look at the way Luke Falk's playing and how WSU's playing. I don't think it's. I mean, USC is still in the top 15. I think they're 11. I think they're 11. So. Yeah, I don't think you can count them out. I think their team's better though. I think Luke Falk
talent-wise, I think talent-wise, USC has a complete roster.
Right. But I think
they have more NFL talent.
Player-wise, like if you're comparing quarterbacks, I think Luke Falk is better.
You think Luke Falk? I think Sam Darnold. I think the guy is going to be taken, 1, 2, 3 overall, somewhere right in there.
Okay.
And Luke Falk beat him. But with that being said, Sam Darnold is going to have a better career overall throughout.
You might be right about that.
Through the NFL. Maybe Luke Falk is better than him in one week or another.
Or maybe he's better in college, but maybe not the pro level.
Maybe you never. I mean, only time will tell, right?
Right, exactly. What year is he?
Oh boy, that's a great question.
I don't know what year he is, so no worries. Luke Falk's a senior. But no,
he's Sam Darnold's a sophomore.
Okay, so he might go to the draft this year.
He probably will.
Yeah, I would assume so. He's good enough.
Yeah, he's a good player. And real quick, let's talk about Gary Anderson down in Corvallis.
All right,
that's our horn.
Yeah, that's our horn. Quick thoughts.
Unfortunately,
give me your quick thoughts.
It's just unfortunate situation. Gary Anderson's a great coach, but just kind of sucks for him. So anyway,
OSU's have some trouble getting talent there.
Yeah, it's been hard. I thought Gary Anderson was the guy, but he's not. So anyway, let's move on to the most important segment of the day.
All right.
The MLB playoffs. And let's just give everybody a quick refresher.
Yeah, I'll give a roundup.
Yeah. Well, our predictions. I predicted the Astros and the Diamondbacks to go to the World Series. Well, Diamondbacks got swept by the Dodgers.
Yes.
But the Astros are still very much in it. They got the ALCS coming up against the Yankees.
Surprisingly.
And yes, very surprisingly, we'll get into that in a minute or two. And Doug picked the Dodgers and the Indians. Well, the Dodgers took care of business, as we said, and the Indians, they blew it.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew it.
They blew it.
They were down 2-0 against the Yankees.
They were up 2-0.
Oh, sorry, they were up 2-0. Pardon my language.
No, you're good. They were up 2-0, and they blew 3 games.
That's what I was trying to say. There we go. Yeah, they had 3 chances to win, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, they couldn't do it.
And they had Game 5 at home with the AL Cy Young winner, or to-be AL Cy Young winner, on the mound, and he couldn't get the job done. Well, actually, one guy beat him in Didi Gregorius, and he just couldn't get the job done. He only threw 3 innings.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable to watch, but hey, man, props to the Yankees though. They haven't had that big of a fall off since Jeter was gone. Their young bucks
they're back.
Their young bucks are just unbelievable. Judge, Sanchez, Bird, Gregorius. I don't know if you've seen Luis Cervino pitch, but man, that dude is a spectacle to watch.
Okay, so you have the Yankees, who are obviously hot right now. Where's the Astros? Are you still taking Astros? I mean, obviously you gotta...
totally, dude.
All right.
The only team hotter than the Yankees right now are the Astros.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
They, like I said in episode 1, they have such a complete lineup that there's no break at all. You know, with some teams, you have maybe a little die-off with the 8-9 guys or, 6, 7, 8 guys. But
it's complete.
with the Astros, you look at that lineup and sure, somebody's sitting, less than somebody else, but there's no break. You don't get a break, or there's even with the pitching staff either. There's just, you got Verlander, Keuchel, and it's just, oh man, it's so much fun to watch, and with the momentum that they have against the Sox, winning on the Sox home field, getting to play up in the Northeast a little bit, getting used to the flight time there.
Yeah,
I think they've got the Yanks number. I think it's Astros in 5.
All right, I like that. I think it'd be really fun to see the Astros in the World Series.
Yeah, since they haven't.
When's the last time they've been there?
2005.
Yeah. Okay, so you got 12 years.
This was their first time making it past the ALDS since 2005 as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's it's
cool.
Crazy. Very cool.
So
and then you got the Diamondbacks and Dodgers.
D-backs, Dodgers. Dodgers they just outplayed them in every facet of the game.
They did, and what's crazy is we talked about last episode.
Yeah.
How the Dodgers looked a lot better in August.
Yep.
And how the Diamondbacks beat them in September.
Yeah, looked a lot better in September. Yeah. It's baseball, man. That's why you go and play.
That's why. Yeah.
If they were to go play 3 more games, I mean, the D-backs might go and mess around and win those 3 games.
Right,
you just never know.
You never know.
And the Diamondbacks, their pitching staff was a little beat up, I should say, from the wild card game against the Rockies, because they had to use a starter just to get through that game in the middle innings as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of hurt them a little bit, because they had Taijuan Walker former Mariner. They had Taijuan Walker starting in game 1 or 2 in Dodger Stadium, and he got lit up.
Yeah.
It was bad left and right.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we record these episodes on Thursday night, so we don't know the result of the Cubs and Nationals quite yet. So we do not know.
Are they playing right now?
They're playing right now.
Do you got the score on you?
It is 1-1 in the bottom of the second.
1-1 in the bottom of the second. All right. So we'll see. Winner moves on.
Yeah. Who do you have in that one, Doug? Got 7 innings left to go.
I got a couple Cubs fans on my floor.
Yeah.
And we've been watching the game, so I'm gonna go with Cubs.
You're gonna go with the Cubbies, huh?
Yep.
I think if I wanted a team to win, it's the Cubs because I kind of grew up in a Cub family, but I think the Nats are gonna pull it out.
Yeah.
I really think so because they're at home, and I think they got a lot of momentum coming in from Wrigley last night, and I think it'll be a good game. Maybe see some extra innings, hopefully some free baseball. But I think the Nats
barn burner.
A barn burner. I think the Nats are gonna pull that out. But well, that is our show today. We thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week on The Huddle.